Mam czasu na takie rzeczy. Będę się nie trzymać od tego szlaka. To wszystko tylko plotki. Ja ci to powiedział. Polskiego porządku. Ja ci to powiedział. Przecież tam znowu jest. Co on wie o służbie? Dlaczego dowiaduje się o tym niektóre problemy same się nie znajdują plotki. Jakbyśmy mieli nie dość nie musisz tego robić. Wszystko jest możliwe. Co on wie o widzi i słyszy się to?
Bo jestem Valentino przystojny. Lekko?
Abu. To steal streams in one day? Yeah. I came to conclusion that video content that I have saved is below my standards. And I much rather just do another live stream rather than release video today.
To wszystko tylko czy się przecież tylko siła.
But anyway, hi. Hello team. Yo Gragu. Please welcome Baldin, hi. Deklo, hi. Nexo, hi. Hello.
Nie doszło do mnie nic nowego. Co on wie o służbie? Kto ci to powiedział? Nie, to już nic.
Under stream, what's wrong with you? You don't have a life? Well, frankly, that previous stream is
Będę się lepiej trzymać od tego szlaka.
so streams with Claw are usually
To wszystko tylko plotki.
kind of it's like only partially work, yeah? It's almost like a free time anyway, yeah?
Przecież tam znowu jest. Co on wie o służbie?
Yeah, tiny. Stream with Claw are worse. Say so. I don't think that's true though.
Bo jestem Valentino przystojny. Lekko i bawi dalej.
Mój człowiek. Wcześniej czy później musiało się tak zdarzyć. Kto ci to powiedział?
Always makes lower numbers. It's objective metric.
Co on wie o służbie?
Sounds like lack of understanding how the fuck content works. More than objective metric. Jobin. Let me know, guys, if there's no issues with audio. Less number means less viewers, means less interest, means less money. It doesn't mean less money at all. Vast majority of money that goes to streamer is usually through some sort of donations, tips, and so on. Yeah. So yeah. I was thinking maybe like some faith build or intelligence build, but maybe not yet. Today we're just gonna chill on the strength builds. Some shit just loaded up. Oh. It's gonna feel so weird. So just in case, guys, I will be playing with different settings. Actually, default settings. I came to conclusion that it's about time to finally switch to default settings because... So, make long story short, I have been playing on customized settings for a very long time. I always used to run, like, maybe not always, but for a very long time I used to run jump on Alt 3 and crouch on cross. So I was jumping with Alt 3. And recently I have came to the conclusion, to be exact yesterday, I have came to the conclusion that I'm gonna give it a try to default settings instead. And the reason for that is pretty simple. Default settings are actually better to the settings that I was running. And the reason why I was running my custom settings was purely because of how gameplay, PvP gameplay in Elden Ring was looking like back in the days. He basically was utilizing way less jumps. That was just something that people were doing. Yeah, the people were jumping less and were crouching more. Wave dash was more prominent way of playing the video game, and it actually changed quite a lot. People, well, like crouch setups first of all just got nerfed over and over, and I stayed on the settings despite like crouch setups being just weaker. And also nowadays people actually, after many years of playing Elden Ring, people actually got so much better at jumping. It's better to have dedicated button to it. Just got comboed from like a fucking miles away. That's crazy. Bro is fucking sickening, not gonna lie. Okay, Malenia. Crazy.
Hi! Steelovsky, what's your build?
Someone asked a question like this?
No, it's my question to you.
My build is kind of roundish, too much than I would actually would prefer it
It's a
to
strength build. Strength. It's another day of a strength build.
Aha.
Another day in Liurnia.
Point being?
Just like a little job. Recently you branched out a little bit. To mage, to cosplays even.
Dog shit. That's way more fun than any fucking other garbage. Hi. Fantastic.
Oof, at least it's not me who destroyed the clip, it was you by dying. How is Convergence? It's a great mod.
Unfortunate block, cancel. Into death. Like, if the guy... So the reason why actually I died here is because of poise, by the way, which is fucking hilarious. Because the guy hit me 4 times with 4 different hits because I could withstand his attack.
Can you see? You would have won on a mage build.
It's actually very true.
Hmm.
I mean, this guy was able to run away only because of the fact that I didn't have a reasonable finisher. So that's actually true. Oh my god. I'm clicking wrong buttons to jump. Okay. Wow. Oh! That's interesting what just happened. Have you seen it? I used the wrong button to jump. God fucking damn it. Let me actually do this. Oh, what is one of the players still? Huh. Nie wiem, kochani. Ja pierdolę. Did you hear this, Stormblade? Because I didn't. God damn it, I'm constantly misinputting. It's so funny because when we are playing PvE, I mostly just like keep on jumping when I want to jump and keep on crouching when I want to crouch, but now when we are playing PvP and just instincts kick in like how I supposed to play, yeah? I'm just constantly clicking wrong buttons. That's so funny. I wonder how long it's gonna take me to get used to different bindings. What? Kurwa! No! Where is my... Holy shit, I clicked the crouch when I tried to jump again! Man! Oh, it's gonna be so painful. I'm clicking Alt 3 because I think it's a jump and I'm crouching. Oh, and I what the fucking like I had no beaches too, man. Oh, it's gonna be so painful. I wonder if I'm not going to just at some point pussy out and just swap the bindings to the ones that I used to play for like 4 years with. Oh my god, it's gonna be so painful. I think during this fight, I actually crouched like 3 or 4 times. Just trying to jump over the guy. Do not map Alt 3 to back button. No. Declo, that was very easy to win that invasion. Both these invasions were completely winnable. It's just that I am clicking wrong buttons. There is no excuse for that. Did you see that gamer lady dissing Gothic? Isn't it like... I have seen, but I haven't seen dissing there. It's actually pretty accurate rating to say that Gothic is like a 5 out of 10 game. I totally agree.
What's your rating for Elden Ring?
Like entirely, including PvE, PvP, and so on. It would be. It's really solid game. Probably wouldn't go lower than 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's very, very good game. Why do you love this game so much? Elden Ring?
Because thanks to this game, he doesn't have to rot in some type of office.
What the fuck is the host though? By that logic, Dark Souls is 11 out of 10. The Dark Souls 2 is like... I would say it's probably better game overall than Gothic, but not by much. If I would have to give a genuine rating... Where the fuck are they? Like Gothic, Dark Souls 2 would be probably somewhere between 5 out of 10 and 6 out of 10.
How would you rate your feet still?
Depends.
On
Taste,
what?
smell,
Oh, like holistically.
holistically.
The full picture.
That's a very good question. I think it will be you know, there's potentially a lot of self-bias when it comes to rating your own feet, so therefore I think I'm not gonna be rating my own feet.
How would you rate my feet?
Your feet?
Yeah.
Depends.
On?
Taste,
Oh, holistically.
holistically. I would say that it's at least Michael Zaki out of 10.
Okay, fair. Wait, if you wanted to rate your feet based on smell, does that mean that you can put your feet up to your mouth?
Yes, and?
Elaborate.
I much rather would prefer to elaborate on the fact that I tried to wave dash on the guy. Well, I shouldn't. I tried to jump again and fucking crouched instead. Oh, again. Man. This is cursed. I tried to fuck again,
Tried so hard and got so far.
man. Holy shit! I'm constantly. It's so imprinted in my brain to use Alt 3 for jumping that I literally just do it all the fucking time, even though I swap the settings probably.
Give up.
It's like it's gonna be at least like 10 hours of gameplay. Maybe not, but like close to 10 hours of gameplay overall with default bindings. And but now this is the very first time I actually play PvP with these settings, and my brain is like, it doesn't acknowledge the change at all.
Give up then.
I'm not giving up
Why?
because these settings are better.
Well, apparently not.
No, they are objectively better. It's objectively better to have a jump on dedicated
You know,
button.
it's objectively better to play mouse and keyboard.
Changing. I cannot play mouse and keyboard on console. Like it's
Oh.
even though it would be. So the reason why I'm playing like on peripheral, like controller, and not mouse and keyboard is mostly because of the multi-platforming. If I would be playing only on PC, then I probably would be down to learn mouse and keyboard. Oh kurwa, I tried to jump again. And then I crouched. Oh, man. Oh. Oh my god. My brain. My brain is not braining.
Can you explain what makes MKB better?
Mouse and keyboard is better because you basically have access to way faster swaps. You have instant turns, which generally speaking can lead to this, yeah, pivoting. But at the same time, if you correctly click, like, if you actually manage to get through the, like, initial skill check related to the keyboard, ability to instantly turn at the full speed is actually better. It's more consistent. On PC, you can, for one, bind your roll to the scroll button, which gives you possibility to have a very consistent, dodges, in the meaning that, like, normally when you're holding your circle button or B button, whatever, like, controller you're playing on, you have to focus on that negative input, and you're never going to consistently dodge in the same way, in the fastest possible reverse input. And if you are going to use scroll, that reverse input consistency is just way better, yeah? So yeah, you have more consistent rolls, you have better swaps. Oh my god, I'm trying to jump away! Oh my god! Oh, two dragons, crazy. I tried to jump! What else about missing keyboard? Yeah, aiming is more consistent. Even though you gotta have to get used to terrible smoothing that exists when you're playing with mouse and keyboard. Let's give up. You can't bind keys on extra mouse buttons. What do you mean you cannot? You cannot bind keys on extra mouse buttons. Of course you can. You just use that third-party software. Steam controller settings are godlike. Oh, here you go. Ten digits always beats 2 thumbs and claw hooking. I mean face buttons. You know what? Yes and no. It's actually not true. I would say that. There are cases where the controller just is probably better. In fighting games, most likely, yeah. I would say that joystick has ability for finer movement options, only if the game supports that. That's a big assumption. Like for one, in game like Dark Souls 2, there is barely any difference between playing on a mouse and keyboard and controller when it comes to your analog movement freedom. I tried to jump again. I tried to jump away and I crouched away. Dude. So yeah, you technically have finer movement with thumbstick. If game allows it, if dead zones are just made correctly. But at the same time, effectively, for dwelling gameplay, I would say that mouse and keyboard still wins. Free aiming in Elden Ring especially is fucking goated. Free aiming allows you to just counter certain moves and a lot of neutral jumps. You're always supposed to free aim in particular cases, and free aiming is just that more consistent, of course, with mouse and keyboard. PS5 controller has like 700 Hz of polling rate? Who fucking told you that? It's 250. Xbox controller are even funnier because they are working on 125 Hz. As for 10,000 Hz of polling rate on the PC, it's always depending per game. It is not that good idea to go that high. In case of Elden Ring. It's important to note that most world record speedruns, even in games traditionally made for gamepads like Hollow Knight, are held by people who use mouse and keyboard. Well, I mean, like, look at Elden Ring. The best players in the world at the given moment that are just absolutely fucking crazy when it comes to consistency in duels, for one. Yeah, winning tournaments over and over. It's very often just mouse and keyboard players. We don't really have to go that far to look into other games. We can just look at this game in particular. Roll on press is broken. Well, it's technically not roll on press, but it's simulated roll on press, which has its own delay, but this delay is consistent. So, yeah. The hell? Good. Okay. Well, they have chosen death. Crazy how one jump attack equals half HP gone. Watching any percent unrestricted speedrun of a game like Elden Ring is interesting to watch once or twice, but after a while it just gets stale. I have feeling like there are fun. Okay, so I think there is a spectrum of pure enjoyment that you get from glitching in certain games. For one, if you're gonna look up any percent speedrun of, let's say, Portal or Portal 2, even better. Shit that guys fucking do when it comes to out of bounds portaling is fucking insane. It's just looking amazing. It looks incredibly fun. There is a lot of precision involved, and on top of that, it's like very fun precision where you actually interactively doing something, not like just a lineups or whatever, yeah? You just have to be a dexterous guy to actually pull that off, yeah? Whereas I have feeling like any percent in game like Elden Ring, especially on unpatched version of the game, so with involvement of zip glitch, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of torture, honestly, to play that shit. With chat, he responding to both. Like in case of Elden Ring, any percentage, any percent in especially on down-patched version of the game, yeah, this is more about fighting with machines, figuring out optimal way so you consistently would zip glitch. Yeah. It's almost like, it's same goes for, have you guys seen how speedrun of, let's say, Morrowind looks like? Gold Mask, thank you a lot for the gifted gamer, appreciate that. So, if you are not aware, I think world record of Elder Scrolls Morrowind, for one, in any percent speedrun is like 6 seconds. And let me actually just show you, because there is no way you can actually explain it. Or maybe that wasn't Morrowind, maybe that was different game. Because apparently 5 years ago there is like 2 minutes 47 in game time. But yeah, like basically entire speedrun in Morrowind is you are going through the menus. This is not it. It must be a specific category, definitely, but let's actually watch this thing on the speed up ×4. Let's observe this beautiful speedrun. I mean, I would say this is not exactly the most interesting speedrun to play, like, no matter what, no matter how much you love the game. I mean, like, you have this. speedrun of this type. GG. Game done. That's it. That's the speedrun. But you have also like Portal 2 speedruns, yeah? That's actually first Portal, not Portal 2. But these speedruns in games like this, I would say are way more interesting overall. You basically do a lot of interacting with the game, a lot of very precise inputs to just get out of the bounds and stuff, and I think this is just way more fun in that regard.
All right, good stuff.
Like the guy is continuously doing things. Like, look at that. Isn't it crazy? Like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Something like that. I think. Oh, okay.
Welcome to test chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
Oh yeah, no. Never mind. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be.
Like, observe this fucking madness.
It's already bad.
Good job. As part of a
Dude,
required test
what the
protocol,
fuck?
we will stop enhancing.
I have feeling like this is way more engaging than just walking simulator and talking to a particular NPCs in specific order, yeah? Some Doctor Strange magic? Absolutely. Like, bro pre-aims basically all the corners in order to get portals out of bounds. It's fucking insane. I think later on it gets extremely fucking crazy. I'm not sure if this is the exact video I have watched in the past, but at some point, I think, like, till the last parts of the game, the guy is just gonna go absolute fucking batshit with pre-aiming. Portals. But I'm actually... It was a while, though. So maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, yeah, this is it. What the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck? Bro is just going through entire sections of the maps. Dude, this is the final boss fight. Spoilers, by the way. Like, I assume he took that tower in order to have, like, a aerial boost.
Deploy.
Let's fucking go, dude. I told you we can beat this today. Let's go. Do these duels.
All right. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
fucking go.
Oh, that's good.
Well, whatever just happened is fucking crazy. You said what? Doom Eternal speedruns? Doom Eternal 100%. Classic speedrun.
Not really the way.
I think overall shooters are very fun to watch when it comes to speedruns, yeah? Like, technically Portal is a shooter. Because for that you actually need to genuinely be precise. It's not only about... Of course, it's mostly about pre-aiming, because locations of enemies and so on is quite consistent. But even if it's consistent, it requires genuine precision from the player, yeah? Quit out to load up the game faster, I guess. Out of bounds or what? Yeah, out of bounds immediately. Well, of course, my dude. Alright, I see. I see what you meant by that. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to game. I need to get used to new bindings, dude, because I'm just gonna lose my shit if I'm not gonna learn today to click correct button. For people that weren't here before, I have today a huge challenge for myself. I'm trying to get used to different bindings. So for the last 3 or 4 years of playing Elden Ring, I was playing with jump on Alt3 button. So like, you know, I was clicking the left analog to jump, and on the A button I had crouch. So basically swapped bindings to default, and now I am actually playing default. Right now I tried to jump and I failed to jump actually. I tried to jump again and failed. Well, let me actually get this. So, who's even the host? That guy is a host. The guy with the shield is not a host. Alright. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to need to use this. Also that's gonna be a longer fight. Okay. He blocked it. Nice. Aha. Truly magical. Use albinuric thought it will be funny. Why would I? How is that gonna be funny? What is albinuric thought even doing? Isn't it like rancor bullshittery? Later, Kaiserbread. Have a good one, gamer. Did you read magic comment section below the last video? No. I mean, like, I have seen some comments, but what do you exactly refer to? I have seen some dude like making an argument that how is fucking magic any better than boner bow? And the answer is boner bow they're not supposed to be in the game. Just exactly like magic. But I would say that 18 FP explosion that can desync and hits through the walls, that can two-shot on top of that, is kind of more cancerous than boner bow. That deals top of 200 damage against unoptimal armors. And something like 150 against optimal armors. About these two mage gankers, I have seen someone like mention something that they were them. I don't have anything in particular against these gamers though. They are just playing the game. The issue is the game itself, the fact like the game. Okay. Hunter. Okay. Whoa! Crazy. Slide roll. The fact that slide roll is problematic. Okay, here we go. Got it. Ethical pikes win. Do I even have dual pikes? Would have to take them from the PC, I think. Game wants to be played like this. No spacing, no role discipline, no priority knowing, just spam shit. Dude, I can assure you that Michael Zaki has no idea what the fuck is spacing. The fact like this game has all these things is more of an accident rather than elaborative and aware decision, let's call it that way. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. You have gameplay styles that are reliant on skill, and also gameplay styles that are reliant more on the resource management. It's just that I would say that gameplay reliant on resource management should be a little bit more thoughtful. I don't know, From Software have always made their games very deliberate. Did they? What meaning deliberate? I mean, Miyazaki isn't a combat director, especially designer, so yeah, he probably doesn't understand the more nuanced aspects of the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, but that's the thing. Him not being combat designer doesn't really excuse not knowing about... I mean, like, you know, it's pure assumption, yeah? Just pure assumption based on how particular elements of Elden Ring works like, yeah? So, Michael Zaki is the guy. It's a main guy. It's a main director. It's a guy that at the end of the day just takes the game, looks at it, and says approved, or says not approved. And then you gotta have to... Oh. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna get back to the topic in a second. Let me just quit that invasion. 3 players. Okay, maybe gonna get back into... Okay, back. So, back to the topic, yeah? Since Michael Zaki is a main director of the game, yeah? He's the one that approves the final product that we are about to see at the end of the day. And since Michael Zaki, like you mentioned, and like he mentions in you know, various different media, various different interviews, yeah? He's the lore guy, basically, yeah? So... if elements of the gameplay are just not exactly great, then it's gonna fly under the radar. like, you know, stuff like combat design or whatever is literally in the hands of person that is not ultimately decisive, yeah? So, you know, let's say a combat designer gonna say, yo, my dude, Michael Zaki, listen, we have a problem because this part of the game is fucking dog shit. Listen, our magic combat is very autoplay and doesn't work very well with other aspects, especially melee aspects of the game. And Miyazaki just gonna look at it and gonna see, but it looks good to me. We're supposed to pour resources into other aspects of the game that have to be finished rather than this. And just like that, because of this type of decisions, you ending up with particular aspects of the game just being worse than others, even though fundamentals, even though foundations are there, yeah? Like, fundamentally, Elden Ring is just amazing. Elden Ring is fantastic in so many aspects. When it comes to the fundamental mechanics, jumping and crouches just adds to the Souls formula like fucking crazy. Okay, wait. Lol. Is the guy actually going to follow us? Killed one of them, but unfortunately I don't think they will jump after us, so let me just try to teleport out real quick. Oh, perfect. We are literally here. Jump down. Very easy. Mistakes were made. Dude, I wanted to crouch, of course, and I jumped. Oh, I tried to jump again, and I crouched. Can I actually do... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get that backstab. So, I am generally just not capable of making automatic decisions yet. I actually have to think about what input I gotta use, because if I have to do something instinctively, then I just mess things up. That's, well, I hope I'm gonna get used to default bindings as soon as possible, because that's fucking crazy annoying. Hi. Oh. I wanted to crouch here and... Yeah. I did the jump. Uh-oh. Oh my. God, dude! Oh, this is so fucking cancerous. Fucking dragon, dude. I should have just jumped on the guy. But I am like really not, I don't feel very confident. Oh my god, I tried to jump right now. I don't really feel like confident with doing, like with doing stuff just because, yeah, I kind of have feeling like I just cannot automatically react to things now. Oh, okay. I think following that sort of design when it comes to FPS situation where it's partially dependent on the better strategic resource management is a good choice. For example, I really like the changes they added mechanically to Recluse in night range. She's one of the few times I have loved playing as a spellcaster. Okay, so I without a doubt think that Recluse gameplay is better than the basic mage, but fundamentally Recluse is still very brain dead. Like, it's like the thing that mages lack, in my opinion. So like, here is the thing. Mage is basically easier archer in Souls games at cost of stricter resource management. And I think that's a problem, because think of it that way, yeah? What could potentially make mage interesting? So, in case of game like Dark Souls 2 for one, playing PvP as a mage was interesting because it was frame trap dependent, so you had to utilize different type of casts in order to win. Dude, I am so lucky. That's supposed to be a crouch and I jumped because, yeah. Obvious reasons. Oh. Nice. So yeah, back to the topic, yeah? It's mages in Elden Ring. Frame trapping is not even needed anymore. Like, you know, in the... You kind of had this gameplay of frame traps, in PvP at least. But nowadays, it's much better to just honestly use freaking gravitational missile and eventually stone blades, or however it's called. You don't really have to try to outsmart your enemy in the combat at all, because it's just better to throw like a gravitational missile either on the ground or like in front of you, and then just use any other auto-targeting spell. If only mages were like recluse. Well, if mages were like recluse, but there would be no changes to fundamental magic in like that we have in Elden Ring, then it really wouldn't change anything. It will give us more place to work around. That's the thing. Like the only if you would just like give a recluse ability, and that's gonna be would be the only change, then it really wouldn't fucking change anything. Okay. Not engaging. Well, this guy unfortunately is making it very hard to outplay. We basically outplayed twice here. I have broken poise. Let me actually get poise back. Hmm. I'm not sure what to do here. Maybe just Bloodhound step. I wanted to crouch. Oh! How the fuck? That actually wasn't a party? I'm a little bit confused. Aha, this guy has actually inconsistent net. Oh man. Hi. Like first step? What is on the first step? Poor guy. What you guys talking about in chats? Did the argument about design spiraled into individual upset of mage killed me and therefore I'm mad because they actually did it without any ounce of skill? Because if that's what argument spiraled into, then that's pretty dog shit. because that shouldn't play any it shouldn't be even a point in the argumentation, because design of the game shouldn't be really about if in order to win you have to put more or less skill. It should be more about if particular gameplay loop makes sense in context of the entire game. And that's a big issue. I just crouched again. Can we just like... I want to try something. Can I? Let's see. Okay, that's R2. I want to see if I can like jump on the reaction of the highlight now. Because on previous settings it was pretty hard. Oh. Let's see. Jumps feels more oh wait, I would kill him here. We don't want to kill him. Interesting. Well, aerial jumps feel just much better, that's for sure. Out of neutral, but yeah. It's gonna take a moment to get used to this shit. Both require aiming, pots are limited, magic has enough shots that resource management is a nuance and most spells track. I think this is the main problem of the magic in Elden Ring. Look, yet again. So you mentioned even like a pots, yeah? Pots are not only limited, technically you could argue they are not limited if you're gonna get out of combat, because you can always craft them. But they are still requiring actual aiming. Even though hefty pots are ridiculous, yeah, because... Well, hefty pots were a mistake as well, because... But almost everything that was introduced in DLC is a fucking mistake if you think about it. But still... Magic, per se, doesn't really require timing, doesn't require aiming. It requires very little timing and practically never requires aiming. That's the unfortunate nature how magic is in the game. I think, like, how do you differ, let's say... So, you could make an argument that shooting with, let's say, magic is a little bit different to shooting with, let's say, bow, because at cost of more limited resource, at least, you know, on paper, that is FP, you have like a more automated aiming. But ultimately it doesn't really work like that in the game itself. Swap in the wrong direction. It's so dark in this location. Why? Hi. Look. Item. Take item. Take item. You want this item. Come on, take item. Look. Take item. Take item. Take item. Okay, I mean, like, you sure don't want to take item? I would take item, there's some latency. Man, okay. I will take item. Well, insane. The only reason I am not mad that we have Boner Bow is because Magic is so busted. I was actually thinking about it, and yeah. Dickard typed that as a mage, I would say there's only 2 Bonker Spell Stars, or whatever they are called, and Gravitational Missile, costing too little mana for what it does. I think, you know, there is a lot of issues related to netcode, mostly, when it comes to Gravitational Missile, but I would say the biggest problem of it is actually its cost. Dude, just in case, freaking Cannon of Haima, yeah, costs 3 times as much as Gravitational Missile. Well, more like 2.5, but it is more expensive spell. Whereas Gravitational Missile is just that much easier to use and can be used in various different ways. And damage-wise, fully charged Cannon of Haima, that actually is like the spell that I'm thinking of. Because yeah, like Cannon of Haima uncharged, it doesn't have that much of disproportion in the FP cost, but at the same time it is that much less powerful, yeah? Like you are gaining the most power in Cannon of Haima out of fully charging it. Even hitbox is bigger. Meanwhile, in case of Gravitational Missile, hitbox is literally the same, no matter if you charge it or not. And the only thing that changes is damage output. And damage output is insane on Grav Missile. Main issue with Magic is that there is no friendly fire. That's overall big issue, and I think that's a huge missed opportunity on implementing by default friendly fire into Elden Ring. Because look, even if you are just co-oping, you accidentally hitting your teammate makes a story. Like later on, you can just jump on the Discord call or like, you know, sit with your friend, drink a beer or two, and just talk how this asshole friend of yours accidentally killed you when you were fighting against Morgoth or something, yeah? Because one of them thrown like freaking random AoE or whatever. That makes the story, and I think this is a huge missed opportunity to enrich general gameplay experience by not adding any form of the friendly fire, yeah? You don't have to like to do damage even, or like, you know, doing damage to your teammate would be nice. It's just that not in the full capacity. Let's say like, you know, it's supposed to do only like 10% of the total damage that you would normally do. But that would be enough. Alright. This guy is slide rolling, so we're gonna have to be careful on him. Bruh. Okay, this is pretty bad. This guy's latency is fucking god awful. Okay. I accidentally used the wrong fucking button again. This is so annoying. I really need to get used to this shit because it's just infuriating how I accidentally fuck myself over. Because of, yeah. Kochanie, inwazję mam. Okay. Oh. down. Alright. We are almost here. So, my goat. What's the plan now? Very interesting. Yep, be right back. Okay, back. Did bro have a bad call to answer? You could say so. So ask me to come to the bedroom. After your playthrough as a mage, I have tons of invaders who tries to blow my ass with gravitational shit. I mean... I know it might be annoying, but it's good thing. The hell? I like how this guy actually blocked cancels, but the only reason why he actually landed that hit is purely because of the fucking insane shit net. Is the real... Wait, what? Is the real let me solo her? Well, with oversized head. I'm not gonna saving... I'm not gonna save this footage, so let's do one more. Goofy ass invasion. I probably should put in my menus Twin Blade somewhere close to Shamshir, because it just makes sense, honestly. Shamshir cannot really do much against Light Roll, whereas Twin Blade is great for it, so I should probably keep these weapons close to each other somewhat. Crazy. Bro was uninterested looking at the danger. Wobble head, solo her. That shit. There is no wobble head. Let me solo her. That would go hard. Not gonna lie. Hi. Hi. Can't believe you can manage this big pumped up inventory that fast. It's not really hard because inventory loops itself when it comes to the placement of items, yeah? So yeah, if let's say I want to go to Shamshir, I know it's somewhere here, yeah? If I want to go to the Great Katana, I know it's gonna be somewhere here. How do you not get bored of invading? Because it's infinite gameplay loop. So every invasion is different. So like, it's hard to get bored of that. Like, it's one of these gameplay loops that you kind of cannot get bored of. Like, you can get bored of the game, sure, but... I don't see shit. It's so dark. Uh-huh. I kind of wonder if input drop. I just didn't dodge. Let me actually see. Let's observe this masterpiece. Because yeah, twice I think I dodged just right. Yep. Input drop. You see? Stamina has been consumed, but I got hit anyway. Even still dies to that shit? I don't die to this shit. I die to input drop. Another one? Another one is just was mistimed. But yeah. I just input drop. You suck inbred, lost to a PvE mage. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind to jump on a duel and show me how bad I am then. Huh? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to beat inbred. Oh. I mean, as you can see, I cannot even freaking win. Invasion that I barely just jumped in. I just instantly die. I'm pretty sure you're gonna manage. You're gonna absolutely destroy me. All right. I can already see we are not gonna debate guy into the content. It's some fucking loser. Why not hover? What you mean by that? All bark, no bite. Well. house went down? What happened there? Interesting. They were fighting somewhere here, isn't it? Okay. They're actually below. Daisy? GG. Later, Choppa. Have a good one, gamer. What fucking damn it, not even one good invasion since the last one. Oh my god, almost freaking jumped out. Say, like, for people that... Why doesn't he speak? Fuck, microphone was muted. For how long? Microphone was muted and... God damn it. All invasion in... Oh, man. Unbelievable. The entire invasion to the trash bin. It was so funny. I must have accidentally muted microphone. And on top of that, not only that, I have accidentally muted microphone and I have accidentally disabled recording. So I have neither fucking audio from that invasion nor even a fucking like games recording. Oh my god. Oh. Oops. God fucking damn it. This is fucking hilarious that this guy didn't hit me even once. Absolute good gaming, dude. Aha. I'm down. I just crouched instead of jump. Okay. Whoop. I think we need this. Yeah, let me actually get something that can break the posture of this boyo. Dude, it's so funny how little damage you do. Crazy. All right. That was good enough in order to make a clip out of it. Took fucking way too long. Clown asked me to go to her, so guys, I'm gonna do it. Let's find someone to raid, but rough time ahead of us if I want to untrain that absolute fucking dog shit button configuration. I mean, like, the button configuration I used to run was fine. It's just that the one that I'm currently running is more optimal. It was silent for a while. Fucking Christ, bonk. Oh man. Well, unlucky. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go watch Joker play better video game. And yeah, thank you a lot for watching. Much love to you all, gamers. Say hello to Joker from me. I will see you tomorrow. I'm probably gonna start streaming a little bit earlier. Because yeah, like I need a lot of practice, dude, with this setup, with this button configuration. That's crazy. How hard actually is to change habits after such a long period of time. Well, much love. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.